Hi and welcome to Adina Talks Money. Today I'm going to be talking about why selling digital products on Gumroad and PayHip has been the best online money-making venture for me. If you don't know much about me, I'm a writer first, a content writer first. I made most of my money from writing content online on various platforms and working with clients as a freelance content writer / ghostwriter, and I built several content-driven businesses over the years, such as a content writing service business, a blogging business with various niche blogs, which I'm still running to this day. Still do a little bit of client work here and there, but not as much as I did before. And I'm heavily into software development and learning about AI. But anyway, so I started selling digital products in 2021, and a friend of mine mentioned Gumroad. I'd never heard of Gumroad. Actually, I didn't know what it was, and she said, have you ever put any products on Gumroad? And I was like, I don't know what that is. And so I went and searched, and my first digital product was a blogging e-guide called the Blog Accelerator. And the Blog Accelerator was an extension of an article that I'd written for Medium. This article did really well, got a lot of views and reads and claps and shares and likes and all of that. And I decided that I was going to take that article and I was going to extend it and expand it and turn it into a e-guide. And it was quite a short one. It wasn't a very long one. And the way I did it was I expanded everything in the article, and I also added video links from various different videos that I'd found on YouTube that I thought could help the people that would read it. So the points that I made that needed to be illustrative. You know how sometimes you read something but you feel like you need to watch it? I didn't really want to create a course at that time. I just wanted to get something out there quickly. And so what I did was I found really comprehensive and informative videos on YouTube, and then what I did was I would link those in. So I would say Pinterest, this is a good place to share your articles or your blog posts, and then I would find a really, really comprehensive Pinterest tutorial specifically for bloggers, and then I would link that in and say, if you want an illustrated version of this, then you can click this link and people can watch the video. So that's how I did it. It was essentially like almost like a ebook / course, but without my own video content. Anyway, so I've made the most money, as I said, from digital products. And I think it is such an amazing way to monetize your blog or your written content or your video content or any content that you're putting out there. So, as a writer, for me, it brings me so much joy to create digital books and make money from them. I've made more money from selling digital books than I've made as a published author. Let me just break this down for you. In 2016, I got my first book publishing deal. It was a children's book. I received a £25,000 advance for this, and I felt like all my dreams had come true. I earned less than £5,000 in 2 years from that deal. I published my first e-guide on Gumroad in 2020 and made $59,000 in less than 6 months. I'm going to put the screenshot of the $59,000. I made $59,394.53 in less than 6 months. That's pretty much $10,000 a month. I switched to PayHip in recent years, but I'm still selling on Gumroad as well. And with PayHip, I made $33,000 in 3 months from 2 ebooks on PayHip. So selling digital products is still my favorite way to make money online as a writer. And I'm saying this because you're essentially living out your dream of being a writer and making money from it, and you can make money instantly. For example, I published my Gumroad e-guide, my Gumroad blueprint e-guide, which I'm going to put on the screen, a couple of days ago, and I've sold 40 books already. The initial price was $15, and I just reduced the price. I'm just experimenting with the price to see which price point is going to be a good one for sales, and I reduced the price to $11.99 today, and so far I've sold 40 books. So what I do this is what my strategy is for the most part when it comes to digital products. I mean, I do have some other tips and tricks that I include in my Gumroad e-guide, so do check that out. I write longer form articles and short form. I publish the articles on Vocal Media and medium.com. If you don't know what these two platforms are, they're essentially places where you can write content and earn money according to how many people read your content. I direct people to my newsletters. I have several pages and newsletters. So I have a few newsletters that are based on different niches. I share my articles on Flipboard. Flipboard is a really cool platform. I'm going to make a whole video about Flipboard at some point because it's not as popular as I would have expected it to be. A lot of people don't know what it is. Pinterest and Many Stories. So those are the three platforms that I share my content on. Many Stories is really cool because it's just a case of sharing the link and clicking share. Copying and pasting the link and clicking share, and that's it. You don't have to create any content. Flipboard is the same. You don't have to create any content. Whereas with Pinterest, you have to create content. You have to create like some kind of image, a pin, and then add all the like description and captions and all of that. I post long form problem solving videos on YouTube. So I've got this channel and I've also got faceless channels as well. And that's it for the most part. It's simple, it's nothing too complex, and I still receive sales from old articles, videos, and Pinterest posts. The problem most people have is they create random e-guides and hope for the best. They don't create problem-solving e-guides, and that's the key. So here are some ideas I'm going to give you. These ideas are specifically for targeting, say, busy mums. So this is an e-guide ebook title that you could do. The Overwhelmed Mum's Guide to Getting It All Done Without Burning Out. Another one is Time-Saving Systems for Busy Mums. Meal Planning Made Simple for the Chaos of Motherhood. The 15-minute daily reset for mums. How to create a weekly routine that actually works with kids. These ideas are for busy mums. And if I want to target busy mums, I'd create a YouTube channel, Medium page, and Pinterest page. I would make all my articles free to read, and I'd create 3 pins each article I post. I'd repurpose my articles into long-form videos for YouTube and share those on Pinterest too. Facebook groups are also effective for marketing to specific groups. So for busy mums, I would join parenting groups and mum groups. The goal isn't to sell. The goal is to connect and add value to the group. Selling will become really natural because people will notice how helpful you are in the group. So when it comes to selling digital products, I prefer to focus on topics I know and understand. However, I do know some people and some top sellers who've made 6 figures and 7 figures who follow the money. They focus on low competition, high search volume topics and create high quality e-guides to solve problems. Currently, I run 5 Gumroad pages and 4 pay hit pages, and on most days, I receive at least 4 sales from each page, sometimes more. I mentioned earlier on in the piece that I've put together a detailed Gumroad blueprint guide to teach you how to build your Gumroad business from $0 to $50,000 in just a few months. And if you want to grab that e-guide, you can click the link in the description. It's going to be the first one, and it's called the Gumroad Blueprint from $0 to $50,000 in just a few months. And trust me, if you follow the steps and you do it diligently and you believe that you can achieve this and you have the mindset necessary in order to grow your digital product business, you really, really can make a lot of money from digital products. For me, I steer away from the master resale rights stuff. I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in creating my own ebooks and selling them, under my own name and knowing that I produce it myself. I don't really want to do the MRR and all of that. I know a lot of people do that. I know a lot of people use PLR books and stuff. But for me, I would prefer to either do it myself or hire someone to write the content for me, so that I know that I'm not going to run into any problems later on down the line with copyright. I know they do, these MRR books have the master resale rights and all of that, but you just never know these days. You never know when they could just pull the plug, or some kind of legal battle between the original creator, and I just don't really want to do that. So for me, I create problem-solving e-guides, and I create them myself, and that's what I prefer. Anyone can do it. The beauty of these digital products is that you don't have to create ebooks. You can create templates, you can create audio files, you can create mini video courses. It doesn't have to be really too long, but you can create mini video courses. There's so many things you can do when it comes to digital products. You can even use Gumroad to sell beats. Like, you can sell original beats on Gumroad, and you can do it in such a way where you've got one beat, and that beat, once it's sold, it's gone, and you just keep on producing the beats and just keep on selling them on there. You can sell them off for like a one-off price where people can use it for a certain amount of time, or there's so many things that you can do. So many things that you can do when it comes to digital products. Anyway, like I said, please click on my Gumroad Blueprint Guide to teach you how to build your Gumroad business from 0 to 50,000 in just a few months. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you in my next one. I'm currently doing a 33-day abundance challenge on here as well, and I'm doing it on my other channel, which is my manifestation channel. So I'm going to leave the link for my manifestation channel in the description too. Take care. Bye.